Oh, well, it's strictly volunteer-based. I was just hoping... You see, we do get physical problems as well as the emotional ones, and most of the women we see are physically sick.
Stands to reason that you'd see a lot of sick people at a clinic.
But I'm a psychiatrist. My medical knowledge on the physical side is 20 years old. I do the best I can, but even with sutures, mine are pathetic. But if you're really too tired...
I'm not too tired. Of course I'll come.
Dressings and tape. Syringes. Help you find something?
Do we stock pregnancy test kits?
I never saw one. Why?
Don't some of the women who come to the clinic want to know if they're pregnant?
I've never had an Afghani woman ask me that. I don't think they'd regard it as a medical question.
Well, suppose someone on the base thought she might be pregnant. There's got to be a way for her to find out.
I suppose we could send a urine sample to the lab.
Well, look, we're problem solvers, scientists. We can figure this out.
Well, there must be some irrefutable punishment equation.
Absolutely. Like crime minus circumstances multiplied by severity squared.
She was very rude.
Cubed. Divided by age over tone.
I got it!
Me too. What's yours?
You go first.
She can't go to the dance.
I had shackled to the radiator.
Oh, I think that's because you factored her age in months.
Oh, right. Good catch. Since you're smarter, you should tell her.
You also forgot to factor in that your wife knows Krav Maga.
We'll both tell her.
I don't hold on to old things like that. Right, of course not.
But I do.
Mom,
Here are his soccer shoes.
those are adorable.
Aren't they? Totes adorbs. He only played 1 year. Lost interest. Oh, and here's his participation ribbon from sports day at school. And a participation ribbon for kickball.
He has a lot of participation ribbons. What's this?
Oh, that's his whisk. He would never sleep without it. It was so cute.
Okay, Mom.
Hang on. And this. There's a picture of him and his brother in their first bath.
Let's see.
Postpone it. You can't postpone your 16th birthday. Especially not when it falls on the eclipsing of a blood moon that won't occur for another 66 years.
I'm trying to get this club started at school, and then there's the Harvey of it all.
He hasn't defiled you, has he?
And Zelda. We're in the middle of a sexual revolution, and you're putting it in those arcane terms?
Which law forbids novitiates from anything less than absolute virginity?
Well, now that you bring it up, I admit I have reservations about saving myself for the Dark Lord. Why does he get to decide what I do or don't do with my body?
I'm sorry. But it is what Edward and Diana wanted for you, Sabrina.
But how would I know that, Auntie? We never talk about everything, but we never talk about them. Why?
Sometimes, niece, dead is better. And you are a child of the Church of Night. You will be baptized under a blood moon, like we were, like your father was, like your children will be.
Meow.
Don't want to hear it from you. Well, should we start signing?
I have one question. My brother mentioned that even though your group is buying the paper, day-to-day control of the Guardian would stay in my family. I didn't see that in the contracts.
Well, it's true that we had an understanding that Chris would remain in the editorial chair. But of course, that's not possible now. Such a loss.
Thanks, but I'm going to need that provision put back in. I've decided to stay on as editor.
Where's this coming from, Grace?
These past few days, I realized something. To the city, the Guardian is a newspaper. To you, it's an investment. But to me, it's family.
And yet you've never run a paper before.
I'm a Van Helsing. I was born in one. And there's no one who can run the Guardian better than I can.
With all due respect, my investors might disagree. Chapter 2, page 17. A baby stepper never gives up.
What are you doing here? How did you get my address?
Fair question. I've been stealing your psychology today from the waiting room. I read them to Gil.